If you are serious about your trading this year, you are in the right place. What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel. This year is going to be big. Better strategies, simpler execution, and a stronger focus and discipline when trading synthetic indices. No overcomplicated systems, just clear, repeatable setups everyone can follow. In today's video, I'm breaking down an easy strategy you can follow throughout 2026. If your goal is to trade with confidence and precision, drop the word "I am ready" down in the comment section. Let's get straight to the video. Alright everyone, so we are here on Think Markets platform. So we are going to look at the Think Markets volatility 75. We are currently on the 1 hour, but this strategy literally works on every single time frame because price is fractal. But I'm going to show you how we are going to go from higher time frame all the way down to a lower time frame, just so that we can get our entries as tight as possible with the most minimum stop loss. So when we look at the 1 hour, the first thing we are going to look at, and also there's something special happening on the channel that I'm going to release just to make all of these little things a little bit more clearer for you as well. But what we want to do, we want to identify the current trend, right? So we are on the 1 hour and we can clearly see we have consolidated, we are going down, then we had a big push up, we literally came down again, and then the further big push, and then we are currently on where price is currently at. So if we just look at this system, I'm just going to show you what already happened, and then we can look at where price can come to. So if we look at what happened here, we created a high, low, high, higher low, lower high, then we broke here. Did we retest from something here? There was a bunch of fair value gaps. We took liquidity, break of structure, price reacted. We created a low, high. Now look what happened. This low didn't create a lower low. It created actually a higher high. So now if this high gets broken, right? So we created this one, this one, and price went all the way up. So we broke this high, we broke this high, we broke this high. So this is a clear indication for me that the trend has shifted, right? So we can clearly see that the trend has shifted. Now the first thing we want to do when we identify a trend shift, market structure shift, break of structure, we want to at least see price come down to the 50% zone. So let's quickly delete this everything and let's get our Fib tool. So I want to draw the low from this one right over here. Why this one? Because it's the low that took all of these highs. So I'm drawing it out. As you can see, this is a really standard Fib. If you want the settings, there you go. Please take a screenshot or pause the video right over here. Really standard Fib settings. There you go. So we want to wait. The first thing we want to do, we want to wait for price to come into our 50% zone and our 78.6. So that's what we look for. So as you can see, price actually came down to the 50 and 61% level, right? So yes, we don't just enter off straight away. We want to see what price is doing. So as soon as we enter the zones, we want to go down to the lower time frame. Before we go to the lower time frame, what can we see inside of the zone that can be a high point of interest? We have an order block zone right over here. We have a fair value gap that's a little bit outside. We have a breaker block fair value gap zone. So let's just mark out that whole zone. So now you can see there's a bunch of places where price wants to come to. right? Just going to delete stuff just to make it more clearer for you. So we are inside of the zone. Let's delete the fib. So we know we are in the 50 and 61.8. So there's an order block, okay? And this is a fractal low, so we can mark this out. We don't know if price is going to take out this low. In this case, we came straight down, we took that low again. So let's go down to the lower time frame and see what happens. Hi everyone, quick interruption for this video. On the 2nd and 4th of February, myself and Andre Retief is doing a live webinar completely for free on synthetics and on the NASDAQ. So please feel free to join. Link is down in the description. Fill in the form. Make sure you are going to be ready for the webinar. There's limited space available, so let's get to it. Fill in the form. See you in the webinar. Alright, so here you can see we are inside of that zone. We took the liquidity right over here. We created a high. We didn't take any high out here. So this is still a downtrend. We came again, we created a low right over here, as you can see. So where's my smaller time frame high? It's this one right over here. Now let's see what happens, okay? So we created a low, high, lower low. It's equal highs, but now we created a higher low. So we didn't take out this high, right? So these are the levels that I want to see that price takes out for us to enter a trade, right? So this you can see as a double top. So there's liquidity resting there as well. So let's just remove this. So we want to wait for price to actually just break these highs. And here you can see this low never got took out. Here we go. We're creating internal highs and lows, high, low, and here we broke out of this zone. So remember, we are inside of this 1 hour zone. So now we broke this one right over here. Let's see what's resting there. So let's just get the tool. So we got an order block zone right over here. We can draw a smaller fib from this low to this high, right? And let's zoom in. Let's see what happened. We entered our 50% and 78.6 zone right over there. Let's just delete the bigger ones. And a beautiful, inside of a fair value gap and order block zone, we entered our trade. That's where I will enter a trade after we had our confirmation that price is willing to go up. We enter our trade. We can put our stops now below this low, and you can literally target a higher time frame, that hour high. You can target that hour high right over there. And as you can see, price tapped our high right over there, and this is a 4.13 risk to reward trade, and that's how easy it is to catch a trade. The discipline comes, you need to be patient. Don't go look for trades. Let the market shows you an opportunity to enter a trade. So let's go back to the 1 hour. As you can see, this was that trade after we entered the zone. So now we can clearly see again, right? We broke this high. We had a big push right over here. Let's just delete this. We have a big order block zone, breaker block zone. I'm just going to mark out the full zone that's resting right over there. If I draw our current fib, we can clearly see we want to wait, right? We want to wait for price to enter the 50, between the 78 zone. There's an order block resting in that zone. there's a breaker block resting in that zone, and there's a fair value gap resting in that zone. So as soon as price enters the zone, I'm going to go down to the lower time frame, and I am going to try exactly the same what we did here. I'm going to see if I can find an opportunity to enter the trade, or if price doesn't show me an opportunity and we get a market structure shift, then I'm going to look for the opposite direction. So literally, that's how easy it is. Simple strategy you need to know, that you can follow throughout 2026 by understanding market structure and understanding the points of interest, and you can make a strategy out of it. But again, like I said, stay tuned, because there's a lot going to happen on this channel this year. That I'm going to go in a lot more detail about certain topics. I've seen the comments and everything that I need to go into, so I'm going to do that for you all. And then yes, let's have an amazing 2026. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Leave your comment. I am ready in the comment section, so I know that you're ready to make a change in 2026. And then I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.